All right, we have a winner for the 2 tickets for tonight's Rangers-Yankees game, courtesy our friends at Fox Sports Southwest. Congratulations to John Wheeler. He was the 13th caller when he heard the very popular Ranger Ron Washington drop. So congratulations, John. Enjoy the game tonight. Coming up here in about 20 minutes, we visit with David Moore. And today's Ranch Report will start focusing on the draft. David's got a hot sports opinion about what the Cowboys should do at 14. We'll get into that here in about 25 minutes. But first, it's Gordo's Corner, brought to us by McDonald's and Dallas Dodge Chrysler Jeep.
Thank you so much, Miller Man. What is that?
That's the sound effect that the ridiculous DJ
That's
played.
Mr. Scream.
Mr. Scream, yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mr.
Also
Scream.
the great Ted McKinley.
The sidekick to Harry Shearer's DJ character in Wayne's World. Okay, so you guys like new music, especially you, Giorgio. You support Texas music.
You bet.
Well, there's a new song, a new musical artist. I guess she's new. All I know is she's now blown up all over the internet, and everyone's talking about it. And I posted this on GordonKeith.com. Her name is Lisa Gail Allred. Are you familiar?
No.
With your Texas music ties?
No. She's a Texas musician?
She's from North Richland Hills.
Okay.
Yep.
And she's recorded several songs, and she even has a video for her hit song 3 Second Rule. Now, I posted this under the heading of If Your Mom Made a Music Video, because that's kind of what it seems like. She's, a middle-aged woman. And she made a video, and you got to see the video. Everyone owes it to themselves to at least see this at least once. Let's listen to a little bit of her song, 3 Second Rule.
Doesn't really sound like Red Dirt music so much.
North Richland Hills.
In order to be a man, you gotta toe the line, and as long as you're able, we'll do just fine. Now my baby should only have eyes for me. I know there's some girls you wanna see. Well, that's when my 3-second rule comes into play. You can only look for 3 seconds, then look away. It's called the 3-second rule, like the kind of rules you had in school. It's just my 3-second rule. It's designed to keep my man in line as long as he knows the 3-second rule.
Kick it.
So what do you think so far? Kind of catchy, right?
Yeah. I like the hook.
Wait till you see the video of the guys line dancing with each other, and I don't understand the video.
When you're walking down the street, I see you having a peek.
She kind of has an accent.
Stay behind the line and within the time frame, 'cause I'm all you need. That's when my 3-second rule comes into play. You can only look for 3 seconds, then look away.
Here we go. She's kind of buried in the mix here.
Like the kind of rules you had in school. It's just my 3-second rule. It's designed to keep my man in line as long as he knows the 3-second rule.
So I'm going to do this at Summer Bash.
Great.
Now, she has other hit songs, too, Giorgio.
Okay.
And,
I knew Junior was going to love this.
come on. This one is kind of religious in nature. It's called Lord Break the Curse. And it starts off with these bongos that seem to last for forever. Let me try to get forward in the song here a little bit.
What are you doing?
Holy Spirit.
Sounds like they mic'd the wrong drummer in this. He's playing a different song.
Oh, this is Phil Collins.
His name is the Spirit of life. He robs you from your
I'm sorry.
He comes from the dark side, and he'll take you on a joyride. He tries to convince you'll be happier here. But protect me, I don't want to go nowhere near. Lord, break the curse of this spirit.
Now they have some pitch
So
control thing in the
I
studio.
won't be anywhere near it because it's got me blind.
Look close
And
and
I
hose.
can't see you anymore in thy name.
Please don't let the drummer play again.
Holy Spirit.
Looks like he's done. He walked off the song.
And Lord, break this curse
Yeah, he's done.
from me.
Uh-oh. He's back.
So I can finally be free.
No, that's someone knocking on the studio door. That's what that is.
Pounding on the glass.
Tell her to shut up.
Lord, show me your face in thy name.
God, this is so bad.
Backup vocals.
This gives Skittles a run for the money for the worst music I've heard in a while.
Hey, there's Skittles in there!
I don't understand the whale moaning in the background.
No, that was her.
Oh, it was?
Is she
So anything
younger,
about one?
or is she an older
I
girl?
like
She's
that.
probably about 50-something.
Okay. So she really is a North Richland Hills mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, you need to watch part of that video.
Do I?
Yeah, just a little bit of the video.
Click it.
Yeah, this is called You're Easy on the Eyes by Lisa Gail Allred.
Do you want some of this?
By the way, we're the only station that has the courage to play her.
What's wrong with this?
Nothing.
Should've known it was you knocking on my
Now there's a lot
door.
wrong with it.
A half past a heartache and a quarter of 4. Were you starting to
Stop it,
worry?
Jen.
I was finally getting over you. I almost forgot you looked so
bell?
fine. If you told me some lines,
See,
it'd
I
be
know I
like
can't
old
sing,
times.
therefore I
Just
don't.
getting to see
Why doesn't
you was
she
almost worth the
not
things you
I
do.
think she sounds fine.
Hang on. Chorus.
No.
You're
If she
easy
sounded
on
fine,
the
we wouldn't be playing.
hard on the heart.
Oh, easy on the eyes, hard on the heart.
So good that the way things look ain't the way they are.
How many YouTube hits does this have? 63?
It's pretty catchy. She's made several national websites, Huffington Post and things like that. The problem is, to get an accurate hit count on her video, it's kind of hard to tell because she's pulled down her videos. She apparently got too famous too fast for her own
She is
liking,
doing
but-
it. She is making it happen.
Well, yes, Craig.
Why would she put up the videos? That's the question.
Well, the thing is, she was proud of her work. Here's the
Emphasis
thing:
on
it's like
was.
it's like you never try to discourage anyone from cycling or running or anything like that, right?
Right.
And someone may run a 5K or something and finish dead last, but at least they're trying.
Right.
It's the same sort of thing here. She loves music. She's trying.
So we
And
should
I-
encourage her, right?
Yes. Well, it sounds like people did by going to her website.
Because it's got me blind and I can't see you anymore. It's
blind.
Holy Spirit.
It's terrible.
Robert.
And Lord, break this curse from me.
Only the overclappers could.
I can finally be free.
Yeah, that is clearly a window or a door that's
Is
being
that
knocked.
Jer
With mercy
adding that, or is this on the song?
Lord,
Is that you, Jer?
It's got to be Jer.
It's in thy name, in thy name.
See? I think that's Jer.
Holy Spirit. And Lord,
Okay, all right. Anyway, that's Lisa. No, that's Lisa Gail Allred. You can check out her music on GordonKeith.com right now. And I'll also tweet a link to a little EP that she did. It's a 5-song EP. That I
I
think.
want to look into it.
Yeah,
nailed it.
we all support Texas music. Mm-hmm. It's North Richland Hills.
There you go.
That is not Texas music.
That is. Now, is that Red Dirt, Giorgio, or is that Nashville?
It sounds 80s, reworked 80s kind of.
Reworked 80s. That's an official genre now?
It is.
All right, you're going to like this. In Australia, it's finally happened. A plane was trying to land, okay? It's descending. It's about to hit the runway, and the tower has to scream to the pilot, your landing gear's not down.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
So they have to do an emergency reascension, right? They have to ascend. And the reason why the landing gear wasn't down was because they didn't go through their whole pre-landing checklist because the pilot was texting.
Unbelievable.
Holy cow. So he's done.
Wait a minute. I thought we all had to have our cell phones off at takeoff and landing.
He's fixing to land.
Apparently not the pilot. It's one of the privileges of being the pilot.
When are they going to get to the point where they let us leave our cell phones on because it doesn't matter?
No, it
when
doesn't
will
matter.
the airline industry admit that?
They'll get to it here in about a year or two, I predict. It said that when they got to around 2,500 feet, the captain's cell phone began beeping with incoming texts, and the captain didn't respond to the co-pilot's request. When the co-pilot looked over, he saw the captain, chin buried down in his chest, preoccupied with his phone, texting.
Amazing.
So now it's moved to planes, too.
Yeah, when we had a pilot on, I was thinking about this when I was flying yesterday and using the lavatory.
What are you doing in there?
When we had a pilot on, did we ask him what happens when you flush? Does it go into a big septic tank that they clean out at the airport, or does it just go into the sky?
Go into the sky.
It has a tank.
And then it falls to the earth as doo-doo hail or something?
No, it goes into a tank, but sometimes why do they have to empty that in the air? Because it gets too full?
No, they don't. This is
It
what happens when people
discharges?
get... You're talking about when people get hit by blue ice?
Yeah.
That's what they call it? No, that's when the tank has sprung a leak, and it leaks out onto the fuselage, and, of course, it freezes at those high temperatures, at those high altitudes, and it freezes, and then clumps of it fall off the plane in flight, and that's when people get hit with...
Doo-doo hail.
Don't call it that. Blue ice is what...
Quoting Junior Miller.
So when
period.
Oh,
George.
Man. When you go number 1 or number 2 or number 3 on a plane, it goes into...
what's number 3?
It goes into a tank, and that tank is emptied once they land.
Yes.
Okay.
Horrible job.
Because, I was also on a train a couple of days ago. And
I think they prank the guys out there on the tarmac, too. They spray them with the doo-doo hose.
I went into the bathroom on the train, and it said, do not flush while in a station.
Oh, have you seen the...
So
watch.
That just goes right onto the tracks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watch when you're on a train over there in Europe. You hit the flush, and you'll see the flap open, and you'll see the tracks going up underneath you.
And so they don't want you to flush in a station because that's where everybody stands around.
Right.
They don't want it stinking. They want it behind somebody's house a mile down the tracks.
How do they get away with that?
I don't know, but if you're making the most dreaded of runs in the station, you just have to leave it?
If you do dookie there?
Yeah.
Would y'all just...
Well, they don't
Why
want
don't you talk off the air about this?
They don't
after
want
the
you
show?
flushing it there. They want you to do dookie
Hey.
Well, if you can't help it,
while the train is at full speed,
Can't help it.
so that it scatters it on
if
the
you got
track.
to go, you got to go, and the train happens to be stopped, you just got to leave
Well,
it.
no, you can go, but then you wait to flush once the train's gone.
So stay in there until the train
Yeah.
leaves, and then flush your evil.
But you got to be in your seat for the train to leave, right? Because the conductor's going to come through. You can't just hole up in the lavatory.
Does
So
the
you
mode
have
count
to-
as a seat?
You have to leave a surprise for somebody.
That's what I was thinking, that you had to leave.
That's called leaving a Dunham.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. I'm not
Up
the
here
one.
at this bathroom.
He was the one
it
over
is.
there doing some log work, not me.
I didn't do any log work on the plane or in the train. All of this was number 1 that I was doing.
Okay.
You ever done that on a plane?
Wow.
I think I've gone number 2 or number 3 on a plane one time.
No, never.
And it's so awful, but it was one of those where you had to.
I don't want to hear about this.
But it's so awful because you're on a plane, and so nobody has good aim, and so you've got to clean the seat yourself.
Yes, and you're in such a confined space.
Yeah, it's hard to
with it.
Right. And when you pull your pants down, you don't want them to touch the floor in any way because it's so filthy.
I'm really about to vomit.
And then the
I'm
people
getting
that
sick.
sit right by the bathroom, they recognize how long you were in there.
Yes.
Right.
When they hear
know.
the
That's why
when they hear the explosion and the scream.
Well, thankfully the plane's noisy.
when I go in for number one, that's why I always try to go as quickly as possible so that when I come out, everybody in the cabin knows, oh, he clearly did just number one, so it's not a big deal. But if you're in there for a long time, like if you're waiting in line and the lady comes out and she's been in there for 5 minutes, everybody
I'm warning you right now.
knows. And it's
Right.
like she's got
That's
a
why-
scarlet letter on.
That's why you got to put a
And
timer
what
on
does the
yourself.
Scarlet letter say? What letter
It's a
is it?
giant number 2 or 3. Or if
There's
it's
the
a
big letter
letter,
P.
it's a D for Dookie.
Duty.
Jeez.
That's why you got to put a. That's why sometimes if you are going to do the evil, you need to put a timer on yourself to make it real kind of murky. I don't
Do
know.
the
That may have
evil?
just been the stand-up variety because it's only in there for a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he had a shy bladder.
Do as much as you can in a minute's time, and then get out of there as fast as possible.
But then what if the bomber is not finished?
Well, you have to take your chances on that.
Or you're not clean.
Like a minute and a half, like the egg timer goes off and the guy's mid-draw.
Most of the time, you ought to be able to do it.
So
Drop
anyway,
your payload and get out of there.
so anyway, Craig did log work, is what
No.
we're reporting here.
I just did number 1.
All right, that's enough, isn't it?
Yep.
Isn't that enough?
Sure.
Haven't we done enough damage to broadcasting?
Yeah, I think so. All right, 9:30 on Sports Radio 1310, The Ticket.